In this tutorial we are going to learn how to make the placket, and if you see the reference file from here, this would be the placket, and we will also make the borders along with the sleeves. So first we'll start with the placket, and what I can do is just select a rectangle tool and just make a placket like this. So it should be short and it should be lying here in the center like this. Now what I need to do here is add stitching lines the way we had added here. So what we need to do is just select it, go to object, path and offset path. Look at the preview, set it at -1 point, look at the preview and click OK. So once done, go for the 0.25 stitching line, and here we don't want the top stitch line, so I can just with my direct selection tool just select this top stitch line and just delete this. Oops, I've selected deleted the other part, so we need to be a little more careful. Just select this. Now everything is getting selected, so this is where I would have to lock my layer, and I would just select this side of the placket, as in the rectangle and the stitching line, create a new layer and shift this green box, this small green box that you see here, shift it in the layer 4, label this as placket, and I can lock the collar. Now if I try to delete the stitching line, it would be better, so I'll just select this and delete the line. So it's much more convenient. I'll take my pen tool and just add the dash lines here as well, and here what I'm going to do is with my ellipse tool I will just make a small circle like this. To this I'm going to add the default as is in the stitching side. So the weight of the button is it's at 1 point, so I can reduce it to 0.5, and I would like to duplicate this, so I'll just take this and duplicate this. So if you see this pink line here, it's basically showing its snap to guide, so I just want it here, so I'll just duplicate it like this. So I'll select all of this, marquee select this, and the best thing to do is group it, and we want to push this placket below the collar, so I'm just going to push the layer and put it below the collar layer so it sits well. Now if you think that the collar is not sitting well and it's going a little offset, so what I can do is I'm just going to select this portion. So what I'm doing right now, since my placket was in the group form, so now if you see this, if I double click on it, I'm still in the grouped stage, but I'm in the isolation mode. So in the isolation mode you can individually move your object, like I explained to you in the earlier videos as well. So I'm just going to push this a little on the side so that so that it becomes a little equal, looks a little equal like this, and my stitching line also has to go. So I'll just select the stitching line and just push this a little bit on the side like this, maybe just a little bit with my nudge it a little bit, and that's it. So there you go. So this is sitting better. So now we're going to move over and start with the borders. So for the borders, what we're going to do is click once in the high point shoulder, click here, click down below and shift select so that it comes in a straight form, and just set the t-shirt somewhere around the hip line here like this. Click enter. I can again click on the default because that was again in the dash mode, and I'm just going to use my anchor point and just give the curve like this. Once done, just select all of this. We're going to use the reflect key, so just click on it and vertical, make sure the angle is 90 degree and copy. Now the only task left is to join it twice, so join once and join it the second time. Now to show the back of the t-shirt, what we need to do is, now if I just click over here, divide this and put this into a new layer. So I'll just go over to reference and just create a new layer above it, label it as borders and just select this. So I know this is in the placket layer, I'll just push it down a little bit like this. I'll lock the placket layer because I don't want the placket to be moving anywhere. Now to create the background, what I'm going to do is copy this twice, so Control C and Control F. So I've copied the borders twice. If I just open this arrow, you have these two paths, so you can always label the path. One would be the front and the other one would be the back. So I shut the eye of the front and just click on the circle here so that the back gets selected, and go over to my graphic styles and click gray. Once this is done, I can go over to my layer section and open the eye of the front, and what I can do is to select this, go over to my anchor point and just make a curve like this so that I can show that this is the back. Okay, now we're going to go over for the sleeves. So I'm just going to, with my anchor point tool, I'm just going to select this, Control C, Control F, join it, add 2 points, one here, and just drag this with my direct selection tool, just drag this out. So what I need to do is, one thing that I need to be careful about, this line should be parallel to this line. So yeah, so like it is now, and I'll add a trim here. Take my pen tool and add a small trim like this. Now to divide the trim, what I need to do is just select this. So this time I'm teaching you how to do it with the Pathfinder. I'll go over to Pathfinder. We can also do this with Shape Builder. So I'm just going to divide this, right click, ungroup, and the sleeve of the t-shirt has a little bulge to it. So we're going to add a node, one node here, and nudge it with my arrow key on the keyboard, and one node here, and nudge this one as well. Now what I can do is just select all of this, use my reflect key, click Alt and copy this. Now one last thing that needs to be done is add a stitching line at the bottom. So I'm just going to create a node here and click this, Control C, Control F. This point is selected, push it a little up, add the 0.25 stitching line, and I had created this node. Polo t-shirt has a stitching line, a small stitching line at the corner as well. So I'm just going to, with my direct selection tools, select this point twice, Control C, Control F, shift a little bit and just add the 0.25 stitching line here. Take this, reflect it onto the other side, copy, There you go. So we have the front of the t-shirt ready. So in the next video we are going to explain how to make the back.